Yes, we
Yes.
are in Brazil this morning. I guess for Brazil, it's morning. Today we have Sandra Teschner with us, our Brazilian expert, happiness at work experts. How are you doing there?
So I'm doing well, and I'm very, very especially happy to be here with you. And it's incredible because the world is that small, and I feel like now it's like have a lunch and we have having breakfast here. People, my English is not my strength, okay? So be very lovely to me. If you don't understand anything, something, I will try again and again. But it's nothing about perfection; it's about faction. And I am someone who does things, and I hope it's not a problem for you.
No, no, I'm used to it. So
Yeah, you too.
so we will see what the people think of it. Now, what time is it there now? 8 o'clock.
Now it's 8 o'clock. Yes, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wake up very, very early every morning, so about 5 o'clock. Oh, about 5 o'clock, and run a little bit, and it's amazing. It's a nice time. When you ask me to be here at this time, I said it's perfect. It's the nicest part of the day for me. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, can you explain a little bit what you are exactly doing in Brazil, and then specifically with happiness at work? So, what is your main main day in Brazil? How does it look like?
So Brazil, like everywhere in the world after the pandemic, even more, is a very anxious country. Now we are in the top five countries on the world with more taxes of anxiety, and that's a very big number. My work, um, I work like every good professional in this area, explaining people that happiness has a identity gap. What people think what happiness is about, it isn't. I have to explain then, oh, you think that happiness is what are you talking about, but it isn't. I have to say to you, well, you are talking about pleasure, you are talking about joy. Joy is incredible and should be in every happy life,
Uh-huh.
but it's not the whole thing. So the whole thing, we have to see the how can I say, the whole picture, and understand that in life we need joy, and pleasure is a small part of them, because especially at work we know it's a very how can I say, very, very ephemeral thing. So it's so quickly
Uh-huh.
away. You can be addicted on pleasures, we know that, but it's not a good thing. and and you have to have meaning, purpose, and a positive emotion in all these PERMAV think that the most of us know what is about. It's several people works in different ways, but some things it's the same with another names, with another way to talk about, is the same. But what I really do, and not only for people in their lives, but also in their lives in the companies, is to bring them to see another perspective, to have these positive emotions, like for long term.
Okay.
And I work very hard very hard with benevolence. So kind of show to the companies how building the concept of benevolence, not only say, we are all good people and we do the right thing. No, really build together something bigger than ourselves. As an example, some companies has foundations, but the employers uh, only are there if they really have to, because it's not a work done that they realize how important is it. Né? I can share from I can show from my own experience, to work with people who has very special needs. How can how can we make wonderful things just because we decide to do it, and we do as the science of happiness show us, in a way that it's good for everyone. Jim, if you look at the World Happiness Report now from 2022, I think the really good news there, I loved it when I wrote it. I think I was one of the first people in the world who was really reading it, was to say people who was benevolent during the pandemic has felt or feels now feel better than all the others. So I'm not talking about how people who was helped from someone feels better. I'm talking about people who help us feel feels better, and that is thing that I people don't know about it, not enough. Nah?
Yeah. Okay.
And just as a parallel, nah? I work. It's kind of my purpose or hobby of life. You can say what you want, with very special kids. So I have I'm the godmother. So they call me godmother. Okay, from kids who lost several parts of their bodies, né? Legs, arms, and it's very really a lot of things. I can show you one book from me. It's here is it's one, the newest one. And these girls, they work with me because I say to them, um, we are building together a better life for other people. What I do for them is bring dignity, dignity for their lives. So they need a lot of things, and I help them to have all these things. Also, the happy mind, the resilient mind, as far as I can help with cognition, um, with the kind of things that I can tell them, I can explain them, I can bring them through love and through knowledge, and they have a job. The job is to spread this message. They are really spreader from the happiness message.
Now, so you are telling me meaning is very important. What are the other main components in? Yeah.
Yes. So the positive emotions, né? The relationships, né? The good connections, the quality of these connections. So I connect people, né? Together in a way that they can really feel, because from my understanding, the words can be such nice things, but if you don't feel really, you have to have the experience, as you are going to do in our
Yeah.
lovely conference. I'm so sad that I'm here in Brazil and I can only see through my laptop, but next time I will be there. And I know Jim is gonna do a lot of things that people who are there in person, you have this experience, né? Is exactly what I'm talking about, né? You can hear, feel, you can have all these things with with your feelings, né? In your body. It's a real thing. And so we have meaning, you have the positive emotions, you have the good relationships, and in these three things we have almost everything. You can pick it and say a lot of other things, but at the end of the day, you are with it's people, it's what you feel, and it's the meaning, the purpose, the what's about in life, né? It's really about the objective, or what's really important, what's bigger than ourselves. And I put this other way, né? This fourth possibility, and that is be benevolent in all these moments, because this benevolence is something that brings back to you such I forget the word pleasure. I'm really trying to not say pleasure, because I say happiness has identity crisis. So as much as we can, we don't have to use the word pleasure, because it brings people so crazy about it. What is pleasure? Some of my clients ask me, Sandra, please help me. We have such situation here in company. Is that pleasure, or is that true happiness? As an example, Jim, a lot of technology companies make this compression. I don't know the really word in English, but as rooms like to have a time of awareness, or some gourmet places, or some playstations, how everybody can play together. And they say we are doing a lot for happiness, and I have to say no, we are doing a lot for pleasure, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we're done, but it's not the real thing. It's just like lipstick. Né? It's nice. You can see, oh, it's nice, but it's lipstick, people. So if I drink here my coffee, my nice coffee, my lipstick is away. And as far as we don't speak, we are not speaking here anymore, I don't have more lipstick. So if this conversation is not in power to give me something else than my lipstick, it's already gone. As far as I say goodbye to Jim and to you people, it's like that. And people think the short way. They love the short way. Jim, you work a lot of. That's a very special person here with me. And you know that the people, we are just looking for the short way. Then I think is everyone wants a formula, and I like a chemistry formula. And I say, well, if you need a formula for happiness, we still know, we know it is. Né? But the problem is that you have to live with all the things together. And I have to say, it's not the whole thing, because nothing can bring meaning for your life through the mouth. Cannot. So it's not enough. Now, even if you are drugged all the time with all wonderful substance, and I'm not against anything, but I say it's not the whole thing. And I think here is a very important concept that you have also to work, and I do it very hard in the companies. Effort, bring strength, really hard work, hard work. is something that we think that everyone thinks it's something bad. I will explain what I mean, right? Before someone says this woman is absolutely crazy. That's this old sentence. I don't know who said it, but if you like what you do, you don't work any day of your life. I'm absolutely against this sentence. You know why? Because work is incredible. Put effort on things is what you feel accomplishment after that. The days you are at home just like that, it's nice, but it's one day. The second one, the third one, when you go out, you don't say, "Oh, I had the best days of my life because I was like that on my sofa, on my couch." It's not like that. But if you have accomplished, if you have done something who really challenge your capacity, your lust of life, your meaning, everything, you say, God, that's the biggest, the incrediblest day of my life. So work is not a bad thing. The problem is everything in life that you do too much over your healthy. It's the same when you say, I'm just a pleasure guy. It's not gonna be okay. You will have a lot of other problems. It's another way just to see. Effort, put effort is a good thing. Né? You are putting an immense effort to make the best conference ever. If you say, Sandra, and people and my friends around the world do the job, and after that say me how much from is for my account, and it's okay. Even if we do that for you, what you feel after that is not the same. You will be there at the end of June and say, I have done. It was pandemic, it was a hard time, it was not easy. All the thing I have done this time, but I'm here, and this you can feel because you put effort. So what's the problem with we don't work one day of our lives? I love to work every day of my lives. It's okay to be like that.
Yeah. Now, how easy is it in Brazil to convince like CEOs of what you are talking about? Because you're talking about meaning, you are talking about feeling. Yeah, okay, hard work that they will like in general, in general. But yeah, yeah,
It's just a shortcut
yeah,
to be next to them. No, as I said, I was now with over 200-300 persons from areas who are not direct engaged with human resource, because they are finance, accountability, and all these things. And I thought before I have to change this talk, this speech, because if I begin which what I really want to begin, they what is could happen is that they are not hearing anymore, because it's like, no, this woman, I cannot.
yeah,
She's okay, it's very nice, we can sing after that together, but I am not here. So I began very, very, very serious in one talk with a very incredible woman here in Brazil. She is a human resource chief. She was on the panel with me on the beginning, from KPMG. So about 11,000 of employers, and we took very, very serious about numbers, ESG, 5 P's from Uno, all the things, World Happiness Reports, datas, datas,
Yeah.
datas. And I was really, it's like two different moments. After that, she was gone. The other guy was with us also. He took about FIB, intern, FIB from Bhutan. So he talked about numbers as well. They gone, and the show could begin because people were listening to me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I brought several numbers. In these numbers, they are true numbers. 300% more innovation, more creativity, and more creativity and happiness doesn't mean that you are the crazy one who make nice things, but you find solution for problems. That what mean you are a a creative person. And so I really brought them to be open. I was with them in their presence, and then I began. So we had a meditation time, very short time. Through the meditation, we went to a very laughable time. So everyone was laughing, compulsive laughing. It's a very nice dynamic to do. And after that, I brought a lot of people like that and explain what they have done in life. That's resilience 2.0, and some concepts very hard to understand for some people, but in big companies, they understand very well. That's anti-fragility concept for Nassim Taleb. So I use this very much because it's very, I don't know, perhaps after the pandemic is more near. So it's kind of resilience 2.2
Yeah.
dot O
Yeah. Yeah.
zero. And so it's not easy, Jim. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's a hard work,
Mhm.
but or nevertheless, a lot of people is aware what are we talking about. Sometimes I have to change the name of my speeches, of my training, and I have to put away the word happiness. I say the identity crisis. You can use it. You have only to say, as my partner in Brazil always says, happiness has identity crisis, but we are here to put it together, and no one have to have some doubts what it's really, what are you talking about, and we're talking about happiness. And so in small small
Steps.
steps, yes, thank you. In small steps, we are going on. Not easy, but I'm really using my own happiness to find solutions for the problem of this identity crisis that people have. And that's why it's difficult to come to companies with explaining that. What people like to hear is about the positive leadership. It's a name. It's something that
Yeah.
they understand a little more. uh, and I don't have any problems to change happiness if at the end of the day the
Yeah.
people are going, these persons are going to be happier, and that's a compromise. If they are with me, they will be happier. It's not perhaps, it's not 90%. No, it's 100%. I
Mhm.
can say it because we know how it works, and we are really engaged to make it happen. So for example, engagement. People loves the word engagement. You know what I say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Engagement is in the backpack from happy people. I
Uh-huh.
have a lot of engagement. It's a backpack. You don't have to. to just have focus on such kinds of words. Oh yes, I know engagement is directly in. We can follow the liaison between happiness and engagement. Nice, we know,
Uh-huh.
but engagement is a part of it, and
Yeah.
it's indeed in persons who are happy people are engaged people. It's a easy thing to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Now you are not that far away from America. What happened in America? There we have the Great Resignation. So 47 million people changed jobs. That's one thing. But also 31% of the American population, they are like coasting employees. So that means they are not engaged anymore, and they just like they come like as a tourist in an organization. What is the situation in Brazil? So these two things, like resignation, is it there, and two, the coasting workers, like the non-engaged people doing the minimum. What's the situation in Brazil there?
We have the both situation, not at minimum, not so proved as in America. So in America, is much more research to bring us these numbers very clear,
Mhm.
and we don't have a big resignation as big as in America. But we took a lot of it in this weekend. Um, we still are a little bit behind
Yeah.
this kind of of um, of
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So it will be worse
Yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
We are not as far as in America is, but we are going there. We are on this way, and here we can hear a lot of the good talents. We choose not work anywhere, or just be like freelancers,
Mhm.
but not be really accomplished, or not be with a company, just because they are not aligned with
Yeah.
the values or needs, or it's a very crazy status. And this status you can see a lot by very talented people. So it's we
Yeah.
are going in this direction, and that's why we really have to prevent it, and not be like in America in these horrible numbers. Nah?
Yeah. Now you are one of our global friends.
Love
Tell.
it.
Yeah.
I love to be your global friend.
Yeah. Now tell the people, like in 1 month we have our Happiness at Work conference, the number one conference in the world on happiness at work and on corporate well-being. Tell your audience why people should watch the Happiness at Work conference on streaming or even live in the venue. What's your reason to, yeah, to motivate them, or even to watch yourself?
Gente, eu vou falar em português. So let me telling it in Portuguese, because
Yeah, sure.
in English, it's all the thing that he was talking about, né? All this kind of explanation that we have spoke here. It's why such kind of conference can be very uh, part of the decisions, how to make things better, or how to make things have another light. If we talk about things on their centuries, so big things, who helped. Now, what happened? Where? Now it's a lot of Portuguese in my head. What I want to say is, these moments, they are very special moments, because people who are thinking about one thing, in the case, né, the science of happiness at work, are together, bringing all that they know very it's very interesting people and researcher, né? Tal Ben Shahar is there, the Brazilian Ricardo Sembla is there. So it's a very important moment to change, to say, so I have a key, and we realize through all the thing it's going to happen there. Perhaps we have another light after that. So I just recommend. And the Jim is a very special guy. I really know Jim from the time we met each other on a very dark day. I don't know if he recalls or
No,
this
no,
a
no.
recollection in his mind of this day. He was in a very dark place. We are talking. I don't know if it was raining in Antwerpen. I don't know what was the day. And here in Brazil, I'm not far from São Paulo. Now it's a very nice place, but it was also a very raining day. It was not a nice day. And we began to speak. And after a couple of minutes, it was like, wow, it's light. It's light on. Right? And this is kind of things uh, which happens when people are together in one meaning,
Yeah.
doing the right thing with their not saying, oh, in the dark is a nice place to be dark. No, dark is okay. We are knowing it's gonna be it will be another time, and lights is gonna be back, and we are going to be part of the history who which is bringing back this kind of light. So, em português, o Jim é uma pessoa muito especial. Quando nós nos encontramos durante a pandemia, foi realmente incrível. Foi um dia escuro para os dois. Ele está na Bélgica, em Antwerpen, e estava um dia assim, muito louco. E no final a gente era só luz, né? E ele explicando como seria a conferência, aqueles planos todos, e a pandemia vinha e derrubava, e ele trazia de novo. Então, gente, se inscrevam. Tem ticket diário aí para o Brasil, especialmente, que custa $49. Vale a pena fazer parte desta comunidade, sim. E eu sou muito orgulhosa, né, de uma forma positiva, orgulhosa, de uma forma orgulhosa de ser parte disso aqui no nosso país, né? I can say the same in German as well. So my German is not like my English. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
very well.
I guess the Germans understand the English. So
English also.
we
I have several friends with some problems with English as well.
yeah,
Sometimes we think so, but it's not necessary. But it's okay. So people
yeah,
who are
yeah,
here, it's understanding. That's all
yeah.
right. So I hope we see each other again. Perhaps we can. I invited you to come with me to my Instagram because I'm very present there. So I'm sorry, LinkedIn and the world, but and I hope and I know next year I will be there, and we are going to have a lot of experience together on the stage, even if the stage of life. So, but people, now is June 2022 Happiness Conference, and we'll be together even in this kind of be together.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your enthusiastic talk. So let's
Bye.
meet. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.